Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today, I come to you guys with like another first impressions video, or I guess you call it like a second impressions or whatever you'd like, of the game that I've been really excited for called Tree of Savior. Now I'm really tired right now because I've been doing like back-to-back over 10-hour streams, so I haven't really gotten much sleep. So I apologize that I don't sound very enthusiastic right now. So let's talk about the game first. So before we go too much into it, I want to just tell you guys as a quick thing that the game's been out now into closed beta for about 30 hours now. Of those 30 hours, I've played about 20 hours, somewhere around there. And if you press F4, you can actually see where you're ranked overall. And I'm currently ranked 7. This isn't level-wise, this is just overall points, which level does have a big thing to do with it. So I'm in the top, well I guess now I'm top 10, I'm not ranked 7 anymore, I guess people passed me since making the video, but anyway, the only purpose of me showing this to you guys is that I've actually put quite a bit of time into the game. In terms of everyone else, you can see the average 10 percentile is 3.9k points, I'm at 8,700. The average player averages right now 1,175, and I'm at 8,700. So, you know, we've done quite a bit in the game right now. So I'm here to give you guys, you know, my honest review and my honest feedback of the game right now. Unfortunately, there's not going to be too much gameplay and footage in this video because I'm tired. You know, I don't really edit much. But in the near future, you know, the next couple days, you'll see that, you know, the boss fights. You'll see, you know, the grinding, the leveling guides, and other things more to come. So let's talk about what this game is. Tree of Savior is a action-based MMORPG by the same creators as Ragnarok. So you'll see kind of the art style is quite there. The background music is also kind of, let me turn this up, see if you guys can hear it. And it's got my favorite thing, which it takes from Ragnarok, which is the only reason why I play it, which is basically the job class system. Now, I did explain it previously. Hold on, my cat's really dumb right now. Nikkei, come here. Just come here, buddy. It's okay. Come here. Alright. So I did explain it in a previous video, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a rundown again. So we're going to go ahead and type build just to bring it up in my other chat. Alright, so over here what I'm going to bring up for you guys, which you should be able to see, is exactly how the skill tree system works. Oh my god, this cat right now is like... Okay, just stop. Just stay. Just stay. Stay here. Okay, don't move. Alright, so this is how it works for the skill tree system. I'm going to go ahead and just go to here. You've got one of 4 base classes, so you choose whichever one you want, totally up to you. So let's go Swordsman. Every level, or every time you gain a new rank, alright, which would be 15 class levels. So you have class levels, which is also your job level, and you've got character levels. So every 15 class/job levels, you can basically rank up or pick a new tier or whatever you'd like to call it. So you get 15 points for every class, right? So say you want to go Swordsman, and these can be reset. You cannot reset your class. You can reset the points in the class via the cash shop. I don't really know how expensive it is. I haven't really looked at it. Judging from what people have told me, it's not really that expensive. Doesn't really matter to me. So anyway, let's go ahead and put like, I don't know. Let's we don't even need to. Let's here you go. Let's put some points in. Alright, and this is the updated one. The one I showed previously was not an updated one. So now you can choose to go Swordsman Tier 2. Now by going Tier 2 of a class, all the previous abilities will rank up by 5, and you'll typically gain at least one other ability along with it. So now you have 15 points to distribute, and you can pump, you know, Thrust to 10, Bash to 10, Gung Ho to 10, Concentrate to 10, Pain Berry to 10, and then you've got 2 more skills. Or you could go Highlander. Highlander would be like a 2-handed class, which would allow you the ability to use 2-handed weapons, because you do need to actually learn masteries in this game, which is another part that I'll show here very shortly. Furthermore, instead, you could go something like, you know, the tank one. Blue is typically tank, red is damage, and then yellow would be support, and I forgot what green is. Anyway, you can go all the way down, so you've got tier rank 1, rank 2. Let's pick another one. Let's go Hoplite, that's rank 3. Let's go to rank 4, we'll pick we'll go Cataphract. And then let's go rank 5, where we'll pick Squire. And rank 6, we'll pick Fencer. So that would be like a full-on, each one is a different one if you wanted to do something like that. Of course, you don't have to. There's many different ways that you can do it. This cat is driving me insane right now. Okay, just please sit down. Sit. Alright. So you can do a lot of customization in that. Now, furthermore, to kind of adjust it as well, we're going to bring up two other things in the character customization. You've got these things called attributes right here. You can research an attribute to customize a skill. Pretty much, not too much, but it does. Some of them will change the skill. You can see like this would add 2 damage of concentration, which is pretty much a level of concentration. So instead of leveling it, you could just, you know, max this out to whatever. And these are called attributes for it. Now, one thing to note that's really interesting is if you see how it says circle 1 underneath the passive, C is basically, we don't know what it stands for, just say it's C. C1 means basically swordsman 1. C2 would mean you need to be swordsman 2 to get it. C3 would be swordsman rank 3. Now I'm going to give you an example of a hoplite one. So if we go over here, let's see if it shows it. Can I see it here? No, I might not be able to see. Game classes, this might not work. Say I pick, let's pick... Oh, there's a lot. Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of classes. There's, oh, Jesus, fuck, I went to too many. Let's just, Corsair. Okay, now, this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys, is you have attributes, right? Attributes is kind of what I just showed you. Remember how I said you could get something like to increase the damage by a little bit every time you level it up? Well, furthermore, you've got the Circle 1 attributes, the Circle 2 attributes, and then you've got the class attributes as well, meaning like for playing this class, you'll be able to do something. So for example, you cannot use a two-handed weapon until you have, you know, picked so-and-so class and researched it, which is really cool because each weapon has a different type of damage attribute, whether it be like slashing, piercing, stabbing. I don't know if thrusting is one, that might be piercing. You know, blunt, which is like crushing, and that is used, you know, depending on what monster you're fighting due to their defenses. So it really does add quite a bit of customization to it, which is really cool. Additionally, you also get 2 stat points per level, which can be allocated just like this. If we press F1, oops, you can allocate them right here, and they're pretty significant. Like they make pretty, like, because there's so many levels in the game, like I'm 75, so I've gotten over 75 stats to distribute, along with you do have a little bit of secrets that you can use to gain some extra stats as well, and you get stats on your gear. Like I've got 8 decks here. That's a lot. That's 8 levels. That's a lot of decks. Like gear makes a pretty big difference, but at the same time it's mainly on your weapon and some other stuff. So I really genuinely enjoy the amount of customization that the game offers. The only problem with the amount of customization is it's very easy to not necessarily fuck something up, but not know what you want to do, because it's not like you can play the class and then say, oh, I don't like it, let me go back. You know, once you pick your class, you're locked in, so you really don't know how things synergize until you understand how the skills work. So for example, I've got a skill called stabbing, which says repeatedly stab your opponent with your spear, but they don't tell you that you have to jam it, and you hit like 25 times with your spear, and it's like the most broken ability in the game. You know, so a lot of things you really don't know until you play the class, but that's not necessarily the game's fault. That's just, there's just a lot of things that you can, you know, use to customize and edit. So some pros about the game is I really enjoy how many places there are in the world right now. So if you hit N, you can actually see every zone that I've been to. Now, these are the zones, right? But in the zones, there will be zones, so you can see every zone, like how detailed it is within each one on the map. And it's really cool because it shows you pretty much everything on the map. And it's really easy to navigate because you just tell someone, hey man, where are you? Oh, I'm at, you know, I'm grinding at Tenet Chapel, first floor, and Central Altar. And they'll go to Tenet Chapel, first floor, Central Altar. Like, that's really cool in a game like this. And there are quite a few places you can level up. My biggest issue is what I'm going to talk about right now with the game. So when you first start, you start off over, you know, at the woods over here. Let me just turn this off just so you can see. You start off at level 1 in the woods over here, right? You chill through and you know, you do what you want to do, you level up, etc. You know, you follow your quest line. You've got a quest line, a main storyline. So main storyline, side quests, daily quests, and then grinding. Now everything is cool and all. You my first area that I went and leveled was over here in Neferfuck Cliff, and I leveled in Pumira Hill. And then I went to Tenet Chapel, at level 40, leveled at Tenet Chapel. At the Hymna's Chapel till about 45, I made a triangle between Hymna's Chapel, Vestry, and Red Hall around there. And then at level from 45 to pretty much 58, I went to Malda Altar in Tenet Chapel, 2nd floor, and I'll talk about all that in another one. But anyway, everything was great. You know, density was awesome. You know, it was popular, it was cool, it was fun. And from level 48 to where I am right now, at level 75, I have checked roughly almost every zone, and it's like nothing. Like, I don't know if it's because people are saying because there's not a lot of people out there yet, because there's not, you know, I'm in the top 10, for example, there's like no one, opposed to, you know, the 150k people that signed up. Say half of them are bots, so that's 75,000 people. Split that between 3 servers, that's roughly, what, 25k people per server. Then cut the 25k by 80%, because say that many people are at work. That's still quite a lot of people, and not one person was there. But like, the point I'm trying to make is like, there's like no mobs. I'm talking like the density of the places in the higher level zones is like 3% of the 100% in the other places. And it's like disheartening, because you would go there and you'd like mass AoE and do these crazy pulls, and just you would lag because there's like fucking 600 mobs. And here, like, if you see 10, you're just like, oh my god, dude, that's so much experience. JK, it's like 1%. So it's not like I'm complaining about the grind or anything. You know, I'm up here in the levels. It's more just like the density, what happened to it, it's all gone. I felt like as I broke the barrier of like level 50 and level 60, the game just started going downhill a little bit. And I don't necessarily want to prejudge ahead of time, because I went to the next dungeon, and the next dungeon was pretty cool. It was decent density, but that was like the only place. Everything open world or so and so, there was like nothing there. There was like no reason. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put too much stress on that yet, because again, everything is subject to change. This is a beta, like an actual beta. The game's not released anywhere. On top of the fact that it could be tied to player density and the amount of channels, and we can't really find that out just yet until we have more people there. Furthermore, I know it works like this, where if you kill a mob, it respawns somewhere else. If someone else kills it, there's a chance it respawns back where you are. So the more players in general farming in different areas creates a better farming environment overall, if that makes sense. And that's definitely not what was happening in my areas, because there was nobody there. Literally not one person. Whereas, like, you'll go to a town, there'll be like 800 people, there's not even one person next to me. Now there are, now there's like, you know, 10 people or so. So I really hope to see, you know, maybe monster spawning adjusted, whatnot, because it was like miserable. Like, it was like fucking miserable. It was like, there was like 3 mobs, and I'm just like, well, time to do my rotation with 3 mobs, Captain. So far everything's pretty good. The server stability of the game has been probably the worst I've seen of any game ever. And I know the game's in beta and whatnot, but I mean, I've played a lot of games, and this server probably lagged for like 24 hours straight. Maybe more, because it still lags now, actually. So about 30 hours straight, it's been lagging. I'm talking about like 6-second delay sometimes, 25-second delay, constant crashes, cannot log in. So I understand it's a free-to-play and whatnot, but it was really aggravating trying to stream for a long period of time. And that's just, I'm just telling you guys my thoughts on the game, you know. But it's got an extreme amount of potential due to the amount of customization. There's a lot of party synergy involved, which is really cool, because you get buffs from other classes that you normally could never get. You know, you can use one character for AoEing, one guy for single target. You can party, like, say you're in a party of like 5, you can put like, or say you're in a party of 4, 2 of you guys can take different rooms, so you can bounce the mobs between each other. So there's like the game is really party oriented if you choose to, and it's really nice. Like, it's really cool the amount of synergy you get. It's fucking phenomenal. Like, because there's so much customization upon every base class, you can literally do whatever you want, and like you'll always pretty much support the person next to you because of your arsenal of skills, which I thought was really, really, really cool. So, you know, overall, I'm super stoked to play it. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Blade and Soul this exact release on the 30th. I might wait till the next weekend, because I know Blade and Soul is weekends, so I will most likely try to play Blade and Soul on the weekends and Tree of Savior on the weekdays. I know Black Desert's here. I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet. You know, people ask me. I still don't really know if I feel up to it. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll contact them. Maybe someone can really get me excited for it, but I don't know. As of now, I'm pretty happy with just the games that we've got. But that's pretty much going to be it. I am probably going to make a new character in Tree of Savior, actually. I like this character, but he's fucking terrible, and he doesn't really shine until he hits 80. So I've been auto-attacking from level 1 to 75, and I'll be auto-attacking pretty much up to level 80, and then I get a permanent mount that I can ride on and attack on, and take a skewer and stick it up a mob's ass, and smack out on the floor till it dies. And that's pretty much how my build's going to work. But, so we're going to hit 80 first or so, and then I'm going to, if I don't like it, I'll probably reroll an Archer, because Archer seems to be the least played class, and supposedly the worst class according to the Tree of Savior community forums and Twitch community. And you guys know how I am with the worst class, man, because as we know, the worst class is always the best. But anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I cannot wait to see you guys on the stream. You know, I've been pumping in a lot of hours. The marathon stream didn't go too well. I mean, for me it went well, because I mean, I was fucking exhausted after. We went 15 hours and was like top 4. Not on Twitch, but like in the game. And then I slept for 4 hours and streamed 9 hours right after that. So to me, I'm happy with where I'm at, you know? So I'm going to catch you guys later. I need to go take a nap for 3 hours, and then I got to go get some apartment stuff done. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Remember, check me out at twitch.tv/Pohx, or you can also follow me at minikishomeless.com. You can see him right now. You can pick up a homeless kitty cat near you. You can see Mini K right here. He's really tired. He's upset because we're supposed to be sleeping right now, but I'm cheating on him with YouTube. Mini K? Mini K, what's wrong? Mini K, what happened? Mini K? Alright, boys. I'll catch you guys all later. Have a good one, everybody.